Happy 250th birthday, people. This is your boy. I'm not George, but I am an American patriot, and I can tell you we are going to be doing some wild stuff on this episode, baby. So get ready. Open your popcorn. Whatever the hell you got. Start marching. It's 4th of July, 250, baby. So how did we go from George Washington to the Terminator? The hell happened? When did we turn into a bunch of people that wanted to terminate everyone? When did we become those kind of people? We need to ask ourselves real quick who we are. Are we George Washington? Are we Terminators? You tell me. Now, according to some Mexican scientist who's really mad at me and said that Poleshift alert wasn't the first, no, probably not. In fact, I'm going to talk about your research right now. He says that our binary star, this thing right here, being filmed in the sky, that this thing right here, its outermost planet, Nibiru, rotates around it at 3 different speeds. Now, when it does this, when it goes out in front of this planet, like you see right here, it causes Earth to jerk back and forth 1,200 miles minimally every 2 weeks. Then when it goes back around here, we swing back into our normal orbit. When it goes back around to the front, then this anomaly occurs. This is what is causing the Pacific anomaly, is this thing orbiting around this binary star. So this binary star is not what causes the pole shift, it's this outermost planet. Now these things are causing a figure 8 in the ocean. Why would that be? Well, because they're not going to zigzag back and forth straight, because a magnetized planet of this size is not going to allow that. Now, these things are rotating the opposite direction of Earth. So they're a real problem. And depending where we are when this thing comes by, depends on how bad things get. That's the reason why they call our sun the sun god, and they call it our shield. It's to shield us from this planet Nibiru and it causing a dual north pole on Earth. You know, it ain't like there's one planet coming by. It's like 7 or 8. No one can even decide how many planets there are coming by. No one can really decide on anything, but what we can decide on is this, is that there are a bunch of extra planets in our skies, extra moons, extra suns, extra this, extra that. Nobody wants to say what they are. They're these right in here, okay? You're seeing these pass by, in like a lion, out like a lamb. Read your Bible, folks. You're seeing these objects come by in the sky, and when you're seeing them, they are causing great destruction as they go by and are going to continue to do exactly that. So I hear they're studying this whole area off the coast of the bay. Why? Why are they doing that? Now, I showed you guys in a couple videos, and I hope you guys go binge watch all my videos before tomorrow's podcast, so you guys can start to understand. They are studying these very plates right now. Are these the next ones that are getting ready to cave? Are you guys the next civilization that we're not going to hear about? I mean, you ever hear any of these places, man? You know, they want you to forget about all of these people that were in these coastline cities that are now all gone. Can we hear about those people, please? Here's another map showing a huge inland sea in America. What did that come from? Did that come from some mega tsunami from plates off the west coast popping off and breaking off? How many different coastlines have we seen? So clearly, the coast has changed many times, and I believe that it's a result of this thing doing this every 2 weeks, causing this anomaly. And if the Earth is doing this every 2 weeks, how long do you think it's going to be before something starts popping off? Let's admit we've been lucky. That entire area there that you see off the coastline of the United States has not popped off too many earthquakes. But you know what? Wouldn't you say we're next? They have been popping off literally everywhere, except right here. And we don't hear anything from those people at the, you know, cow, whatever they are, whenever an earthquake pops. They never say, oh yeah, we've been studying this anomaly and that it causes certain earthquake activity and blah. They haven't mentioned anything about that, but they're going to talk to you about your tailpipe and your cow. This is getting ludicrous. So we're starting to see the effects of these objects in the sky on our plate tectonics through a weakened magnetic field. Look at that area off the coast of Brazil, between Brazil and Florida. Now, if you've got something doing this on that area, doesn't that look like a zipper? So something's causing this to do this every 2 weeks, the opposite direction of Earth's rotation. Now, I'm going to try to show you that figure 8 anomaly that the Pacific, or the whatever, this anomaly that's off the coast of Brazil here. The MAGSAW, Magnetic South Atlantic Anomaly. I named it the MAGSAW. MAGSAA, the MAGSAW. Something's going to pop off right in here, and probably the North Pole is going to be maybe in here somewhere. Probably. This will flash freeze in about 4 hours. This is the reason why they're cutting the rainforest out, is because it's getting ready to go the way of the dodo bird. It's going to be the North Pole, or near Waco, Texas, or somewhere in this area, but they're studying it very intensely while all of our buildings fall to the ground around us. Wow. Hey, yo. Does that look like that's going to be any kind of fun? When that pops off. And why are those ruptures going one direction and then all those other ruptures are going the other direction? It's if a bunch of different things have occurred and they all look really, really bad. Really, really, really bad. But look at the direction of all those marks right there off of where that Juan de Fuca plate is. So yeah, you can see a lot of stuff when you get down to the old brass tacks of a situation. You can really start to check some stuff out if you got the ways and means to do so. So that's some pretty whack looking stuff there, yo, bro. Yeah. Now it looks like that's been through some hardship. That looks like a family in South Dakota right now. Looks like they're going through some hardships. I never said it was a depression. So who's the real Terminator? Who's the real Terminator is what we want to know. Who are you? Where you at? Are you going to tell us what's next? Because we already believe that we know what's coming next. And we don't like it. Are you going to terminate us?